Canada will rescind a digital services tax to restart the US trade talks. See, just last Thursday, Donald Trump, he paused or stopped the trade talks between Canada and the United States over the digital services tax, and a misnomer, the tax on milk, which is around 250% over a quota for which the United States has never ever met. He sometimes says it's 400%. You know what Donald Trump is like, you know, cognitively challenged that he is. All he knows is saber rattling. All he knows is to threaten. And you know what I say? You must always stand up to a bully. You must always do that. Otherwise, they'll be back for more. Now, this is more than just your lunch money, isn't it? This is people's jobs. So I get the fact that Mark Carney has been, been pushed into a corner. But even still, or even so, I should say, I believe it's a mistake. You see, it's not just Mark Carney. Those in the G7 sucking up to Donald Trump, trying to give him everything that he wants. Tell him how great he is. Fluff him. Suckle on his old chocolate starfish if you like. Oh, did you have corn, by the way? Well, I apologise. I can't help myself. But I find this a little disappointing. I understand, but I'm also disappointed. Because I don't believe there is any point in negotiating trade deals with the United States. Security pacts and stuff like that, I understand. But the thing that Donald Trump uses again and again and again to hold on to your short and curlies, trade and tariffs, all you've done is just give him the green light to carry on. He's going to do it again and again and again whenever he chooses. And if this bill goes through, the big beautiful bill, he's basically got all the power in the world. Now the US economy is suffering. There's very little growth. There has been a little bit of a return in the people's feelings regarding spending money. Maybe because they've held off so long now, they're probably thinking, so, well, I can't be bothered now, I'm just going to spend it. So that has come back a little bit just recently. But everything else is sour. You've got Japan selling bonds. You've got China selling bonds. You've got the rest of the world selling bonds. Bit by bit by bit. It's a drip. That is. And that is devaluing the dollar. Increasing the value of the Canadian dollar. And also the euro. Because everything was based on the dollar, on the US dollar. Everything was underwritten by the US dollar. But that's shifting. The sentiment towards de-dollarization is growing. Now my feeling is, if you want Donald Trump to be more, how to put it, affectionate to you in Canada and Europe and what have you, he needs to know that he can't bully them. He did it in his first term regarding NATO, and he's doing it Trump 2.0. And we're letting him. We are sitting back and letting them screw us over. Now, From acorns, great oaks will grow. If it's already grown and it's been sprayed with pesticides, it's just going to die, isn't it? And that's what Donald Trump is. He's a herbicide. That he is. He's a weed killer. He's a pesticide. He considers us as pests to be controlled or eradicated. A bad weed, even. If you aren't there to benefit Donald Trump, you have no purpose to Donald Trump. And I'm not saying America, I'm saying Donald Trump. Because that's what this big beautiful bill is all about. That's what all this bullying of other countries is all about. And if you don't stand up to him, and I'm including Mark Carney in this, you are just laying the tracks for more of it. Is that a voice of reason, maybe? I don't know. Is it foolish? Yeah, probably. Temporarily. But you have to play the long game. People will lose jobs. Your steel industry will be damaged. Your car industry is already, well, so is the steel industry, comes to that, damaged because of Donald Trump. He is literally trying to hurt you. He's doing it to Canada. He's trying to do it to us in the European Union, but I feel that he realises that we are more powerful than what he first envisaged. We are a big club. We play the game together. Now Canada, quite frankly, according to some people I've spoken to, Canada should join the European Union. The problem with that is, within the rules of joining the European Union, you have to be in the European Union. But, saying that, maybe they could be an associate member or something, or maybe we could open Schengen up for Canada. Maybe then we'd see the price of the flights come down. Maybe. Whatever happens, this is my view, okay? I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm just saying I think I'm just a bit of a realist. If you allow Donald Trump to get the upper hand, he is going to be using that upper hand like a feckin' fist on top of you. Again and again and again. It will not stop at the digital services taxes, which is basically a tax on billionaires. It won't stop at that. He knows it works. There's no reason for him to negotiate a trade deal with Canada at this rate. He knows that you can dangle that over Canada. That's a fucking carrot and he'll be going through his list. He ain't our friend, he ain't your friend. And I'm sorry for the good Americans out there, but you gotta get him out. Whatever means possible. He has to be removed. He needs to be eradicated. He needs to be swatted like a fly. In fact, the flies all hang around his derriere with their, he's shattered, if you know what I mean. Don't lovely. Look, Trumpy, you're shattered. That you did, well, yeah. What movie reference was that? Leave that in the comments down below. But please beat the old like button, maybe subscribe to the channel. And, I'd like to thank Mike for his kind email that he sent me this morning, but also for his donation for the trees for our rewilding project. And we're doing rewilding here, so if you want to take part in that, there's links down below. And it's all about the little animals, really. Well, as Mike actually put it, trees are the lungs of the world kind of thing, and yeah, they are. It's also about the little animals as well. I'm a softie like that, you know what I mean? I like my little animals, that I do, yeah. But, give them somewhere safe, that's what I say. But we all want that too, don't we? We want to live in peace and harmony. We don't want to feel threatened. We don't want to feel that we can't pay our bills. We want to be able to get on in life, and that's all we're asking for, really. It's not like greed, necessarily. The greed seems to be a remit for the billionaires and the millionaire classes out there, who are just wanting more and more and more and more. But every little extra they gain is another bit they're taking from you. Anyway, like I say, beat the old like button, and if you want to support the channel, do a Patreon or buy us a coffee and what have you, or I don't super thanks or whatever it is. The links are down below, that they are. And I couldn't do the channel without your support. I really couldn't. Not just a little financial help here and there. It would just make a massive difference. But the moral support as well, because when you're constantly following this stuff, I'll tell you, it gets you down. And sometimes I make mistakes, okay? For which I rely on you to comment down below. I do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my little video. Like I say, please hit the like button and comment down below. Toodaloo.